Hey, it's D. It's a brand new episode coming right for you, right on the FTO network. Enjoy. Hey, ho, ho. I had a whole episode, like, previous to this. It's like one of those days. It wasn't a whole episode. It was like maybe 3 minutes I was talking. Then my grandma called me. She's on a trip to Alabama, so I answered. I hung up. Then I called her back. But yeah, that's semantics. Who cares, right? But this is the episode. This is the show. This is 301 episodes. This one won't be as long as the other one. It's going to be very, very tempered, very watered down episode, like the usual. Anton 6 is coming back with me this weekend for Table Cheese. Episode number 23 is that one. And if all of you who tuned in for 301 episodes, thank you. That means a lot to me. For all the new subscribers of the show, welcome. This is the party. Just look around. You're probably in your car. You're at the gym. You're probably sitting at home, like doing some crafts. You're probably just like taking a walk somewhere and like listening to me inside your earball, saying to yourself like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" I'm talking about nerd stuff. That's what it is. All about the nerd stuff. But this is a great episode. Jeez, trying to have some fun with this. But the Oscars did happen this weekend, last weekend. And there's a lot of stuff to take away from that. I'm going to save that one for towards the end of the show because there's just so much to talk about. And I don't want this episode to be an Oscar episode because I didn't watch the Oscars, nor did I want to watch the Oscars because I knew what the end result was going to be. So I didn't take part. After a while of watching Oscars, like you understand like what the mentality of that showcase is all about. And you know, the Golden Globes are more entertaining. I'm not going to lie to you. The Golden Globes at times is much more entertaining than the Oscars is. Just putting it out there. The Emmys is the best. The best one to watch is the Emmys. Bar none. Don't care what anybody says. Emmys, bar none, best one to watch. But yeah, a lot happened. Outside of all the news I'm going to be talking about, I do want to talk about this one thing. It's a part of my TikTok news. Clancy Brown is going to be Moretti, one of the crime bosses of Gotham City in the Penguin TV show. They got like a lot more people coming into this also, like Falcone's son. It's going to be inside this show as well. They're putting like a lot of Long Halloween, a lot like the realisticness of the Batman mythos into this show. And like, I'm kind of here for it. Like, especially like they're giving these characters to the Penguin instead of putting them like in the corner with the Batman, which is something that wouldn't be as entertaining to like the diehard or like, you know, the casual Batman fan. They give them to the Penguin instead, who has enough gravitas to carry a story, but also is endowed inside the crime world that you can be entertained to watch on something like HBO Max. I'm here for that. And Clancy Brown being a part of this, chef's kiss. I'm here for it. So a lot of cool stuff to talk about on this news day. I'm really am excited to get into this because there's just so much to talk about. Like, first off, James Gunn confirms he is directing Superman Legacy. Oh my goodness. What? No. Are you serious? James Gunn is going to be directing the flagship character? No. Stop. He is not. If you guys didn't see that coming, you are clearly not paying attention. Like, come on, man. They make this sound like it's news, but like, we already knew this. If James Gunn wasn't directing Superman, who would it be? Like, seriously. Because no matter how cool Batman is, you need Superman to lead the DC universe because he is like he's the standard. He's the reason why no one kills. He's the reason why everyone's like hopeful because he was raised on a farm. And like, you gotta be hopeful being on a farm because sometimes things don't work out for you when you're on a farm. So I get this. I do like the fact that James Gunn is doing his homework of late and reading all these comic books and taking advice from the fans and putting himself out there, like, to understand, like, these creators who created these characters and the stories that they created from these characters and, like, the ethics of these characters. Like, I can see that in James Gunn's posts on Twitter. I can see it. I get it. I see it. I don't want him to biff this up and make this, like, some kind of ridiculous circle jerk like he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. And like, I use that word like very correctly because that's what Guardians of the Galaxy is a circle jerk. You can fight me, you can at me, you can talk to me like in the comments all you want, like, oh, I can't believe you said that. Like, yeah, Come on, let's be real with each other. Like, you guys listen 300 some episodes. Let's be real. You're in your home listening to this on your smart speaker. You're got this in your earbuds, watching the cars drive by, yelling at me right now, or like, you're going for a walk or whatnot, listening to me in your earbuds. Let's be real. Guardians of the Galaxy is one big circle jerk. It's a bunch of like a frat dudes, a bunch of like nerdy guys, and like one hot chick all hanging out. It's Big Bang Theory, all hanging out in space and realize like, hey, let's be friends. That's what Guardians of the Galaxy was. Tell me it's not. Got nothing. Exactly. Anyways, next story. Silent Hill reboot returned to Silent Hill. Silent Hill's cast, Jeremy Irving and Hannah Emily Anderson in lead roles. I'm not sure who these people are. I really don't. But they're coming back, apparently. I don't know who Jeremy Irving is or Hannah Emily Anderson is, but they're coming back for the roles in Silent Hill. I'm assuming there were kids in the original. I don't know. I have no idea. But hey, new Silent Hill, get Triangle Head. He's coming back. You know what? I love Triangle Head as an antagonist. Not like I don't love Triangle Head. That's like saying I love the Joker. Blah, I do not. But what Triangle Head provides to the story, I love that. I love that a lot. What I don't love is having him saturated everywhere as one like the antithesis of bad guys, like how you saw like with Hellraiser back in the day, or Freddy Krueger and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I get it because we're in that era. I just wish it wasn't so. So next up, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a love story between Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales, confirmed producer Amy Pascal. I feel like that's something we could have figured out for ourselves as we watched the movie. You didn't have to tell us that. This feels like watching the director's talk after Last of Us. Like, I'm not a simpleton. I get like the subtleties of a TV show or a story. I don't need you to spoon feed me everything. Like, I get like some folks don't have like that wherewithal. But like, the movie won an Oscar. I don't think like it needs this kind of hype to be told in news. And I got it. Not everyone's gonna read this story. Not everyone will listen to this podcast. So, like, it doesn't really matter, like me talking about this or me, like, not being 100% on board with hearing this. I just feel like it didn't need to be said, I'm sure the movie's going to be good. It has a Spot as the antagonist. It's going to be bringing up more Spider characters from different multiverses, which is a whole different thing in itself, to be honest with you. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. I would much rather want to see them, like, reality jump, like, go to different worlds and see what those other worlds are like, instead of like them bringing in characters to one world and fighting off an antagonist. Again, that's me. Like, I'm a very comic book guy, but I sound like doing things comic book way doesn't translate well to movie and television shows. So you got to put a little sprinkle on there. You know what I mean? Got to put a little sauce on it. Don't ask for that accent. I have no idea. Next up in TV news, Jenny Ortega reveals that she initially passed on a role of Wednesday Addams to pursue more film roles. And here we are. She has a film coming up, Beetlejuice 2. I don't think that's in my news. It's not. But yeah, she is confirmed. Like, she will be Lydia Deese's daughter in Beetlejuice 2. Now, I'm not the biggest Burton fan because he's problematic, but I do want to see how they approach this. And if Burton doesn't give black people umbrellas, I want to lose my shit. You feel me? Like, I was watching that. Like, let me back up. My wife and my daughter were watching Wednesday. I happened to be seeing it as they were watching it on my phone, playing Marvel Snap. And I saw, like, oh, great, you guys are watching a Tim Burton film. He don't think black people fit his aesthetics. You guys know that, right? Just letting you guys know before you get too in-depth in this show. And then, like, as they were watching it, I look up the first scene. You see a cop with a hat that has like a big bill that blocks the rain from his face. And the other cop has nothing. No umbrella, no nothing. Just water in her face. And no more than a week later did people start making TikTok videos about this, and I gingerly sent this to my wife. She was none too pleased that I did that. I love being right. This is just like the whole thing with what's her name? Olivia Rodrigo getting sued for sounding like Taylor Swift and Halsey. I told her the same thing also, and no more than like 2 weeks later, we heard on the news that she was getting sued for that. I shouldn't laugh at that, but like, come on. Olivia Rodrigo sounds just like Taylor Swift. And apparently Halsey. I didn't guess that one. I guess only Taylor Swift. But yeah, next up in news. This is real. This is like, bear with me. Bear with me. This is real. There's a new poster for a film going straight to DVD called Cocaine Shark, coming out this summer. I am not kidding. Like, I know, like, me saying that, Cocaine Shark, sounds like I would be joking around, but I'm not. It's like, it's Bruce from Finding Nemo, and instead of blood that makes him snap, it's going to be cocaine. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure no one else came up with that. But that little mix-up, putting Bruce from Nemo and, like, giving him some cocaine, yeah. I can't wait to see the gifts on that one. Because you know what? I know people listen to this podcast and like they go and make memes and videos because I post stuff on my page. And then I see people doing skits about the memes that I post. And like, I know they're not my memes. I didn't come up with them. But I see you guys out there. I see what you're doing. Someone told me I needed therapy on Twitter because I demand greatness from Futurama. That rubbed me a little bit. And since podcasts are a way to get out personal qualms, I'm going to do so. I shouldn't laugh because, you know, maybe I do need therapy, but I'm not going. Like, not until like I'm comfortable with going, I'm not going. But to change the tone just a little bit, recently, Lance Reddick, famed actor, recently passed away. He's most notable from The Wire, but some of you may know him from the show Bossk or Destiny, voiced one of the characters in Destiny, and also John Wick, the concierge in John Wick. I think he's also going to be Zeus in the Percy Jackson TV show on Disney Plus. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah. But that's all the news for this week. This went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But you know what? The show's not over. We still got a lot more to talk about. So let's take a break. Let's dust ourselves off, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to fto-nerd-talk. Excellent choice. If you're looking for more nerdy content, consider giving my idiot co-host and I a chance. We are two idiots and a dog, and we talk about movies, comic books, and general pop culture and entertainment media nonsense. Give us a listen on Good Pods, Anchor, iTunes, or your podcatcher of choice. You can also find us at podpage.com/TIAAD media, or you can always find us on Twitter and we'll bribe you with dog pictures too.
Feels good to be back. That was a nice break. I should probably get more ads from different companies instead of just two idiots and a dog. Not that I dislike those guys. It's just like I gotta spread out the trees for the awesomeness of everyone else out there. 'Cause right now I'm not doing it. Not doing it. This is the fun part of the show. This is the part of the show called Things to Check Out. This is where I talk about the latest TV shows, movies, video games, and like, you know what? If you like it, go check it out. You know what I mean? Like, it's out there. It's for you. It's not for me. For you. I'm just telling you what they are. First off, I'm really starting to feel myself with this job. I'm loving doing the podcast. I do wish I had more time to do more editing, but I don't. But maybe in September, that'll change. That's when my kid goes to school. So not only am I going to be a wayward father, I'm going to not know what to do with myself for X amount of hours. It's going to be a weird time. Just weird. God. But first off, we got John Wick Chapter 4. Comes out March 24th. The synopsis reads as follows. John Wick, played by Keanu Reeves, uncovers a path to defeating the High Table. But before he can earn his freedom, Wick must face off against a new enemy with powerful alliances across the globe and forces that turns old friends into foe. This is an action thriller crime. It's by Lionsgate. It's 169 minutes. That's not too bad. It's a little bit longer than most films, but you know what? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit more dialogue heavy. I mean, it's the fourth one. They want to change some things up. It's Bill Skarsgård. Donnie Yen is in this? What? Well, I'm going to just adjust my tie because this sounds interesting. Yeah, so that sounds pretty cool. I'm in for that. Oh, I said that about Creed, and I said that about Ant-Man, and I didn't watch any one of those movies. So it's weird going to the movie theaters, man. Like, I got kids. Like, they want to go with me all the time. I'm not going to a movie theater with no kids and watching no adult films. I'm not going to be that guy. Taking your kids, hey, so you're taking your kids to see like a R-rated film, huh? You win that award, that year award, huh? No, see? Can't even say that out loud. Can't even say it with a straight face. So no, not taking my kids to see an R-rated movie. Next up is Tetris. This will come out March 31st. The synopsis reads, Hank Rogers, played by Taron Egerton, discovers Tetris in 1988 and then risks everything by traveling to the Soviet Union, where he joins forces with the original inventor, Alexei Pitnov, played by Nikita Efremov, to bring the iconic video game to the masses, based on a true story. This is like literally based, if you watch this trailer, as I talked about before, it looks like a comedy. But, like, that's just how this whole thing played out, like a comedy. The category for this, wait for it, is a biography drama thriller. That is a categorization. Like, this is a genre that this is put in. So, brace yourselves. It's production is Mar Films, and it's 120 minutes. A lot less than John Wick. Sounds like an indie film. That could be why. Next up, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It comes out March 17th. St. Paddy's Day. What are you looking at there, boys? You got yourself a gold on St. Paddy's Day. And the synopsis reads as follows. Shazam! Fury of the Gods continues the story of teenage Billy Baston, played by Asher Angel, who, upon reciting the magic words, Shazam! transform into his adult superhero alter ego, Shazam. Or Captain Marvel. Played by Zachary Levi. I mean, we know him as Captain Marvel because that was his name for like almost 80 years. But hey, law happens, legalese is a thing, and things change. So there you go. The genre for this is an action adventure, thriller, fantasy, comedy, crime. Rated PG-13 from New Line Cinema. 130 minutes. Also less than John Wick. What does that tell you? This is a sequel, by the way. This is like the part 2 to Shazam. They couldn't call it Shazam 2, Electric Fury of God's Boogaloo. So, there you go. I really should really stop using that joke. It's so old. Next up is Ted Lasso. Season 3. Comes out March 15th. I did not. I got a synopsis. Here we go. The synopsis reads as follows. Ted is dealing with his own personal issues as AFC Richmond is predicted to finish last in the Premier League, and Nate, played by Nick Mohammed, has left to work for Rupert, played by Anthony Head, at West Ham United. This is a comedy series sport. It's on Apple TV+. Now, I didn't watch Ted Lasso. A lot of black writers who reviewed the show, a lot of them say like this is a white savior show, and they weren't very pleased with watching it. So I told myself, say less. So I didn't watch it. But it's been 3 years, and I heard like the story really changed itself in the second season. So like it lost that trope, and it won a couple of awards, a couple of Emmys. So I'll probably hop back into it. I still got Apple Plus. I haven't been using it, so I just been paying Apple all this money every month for not watching their TV shows. I'm going to get my money's worth. Who you think you are, Apple? You think you're Amazon? I'm getting my money's worth. So brace yourself for that. This is one that TikTok has been shoving down my face. But hey, I'm not mad at it. This is called Swarm. Season 1 comes out March 17th. Dre, played by Dominic Fishback, becomes obsessed with a pop star in this series, co-created by Donald Glover and Janine Neighbors. It has 1 season. It's a drama, horror, suspense, and it's on Prime Video. So, it looks spooky. I'm going to say that right now. It looks spooky as hell. It feels like an anime in some points. Like just from watching a trailer, it feels like a weird anime. Like Demented. And I want to watch this, but I feel like if it's not done right, that Donald Glover is going to get some hate. So, we're going to see what happens. Let's see what happens. But that is all the things to check out for things to check out. Said that twice. I hope you pick one of these. If you do, let me know. I want to hear about it. Like I post a banner on Instagram. I post it on Twitter. I sometimes posted it on TikTok. And whatever views you may have about this, hey, send it my way. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what you watch. Because I'm interested. I am. I may not watch it myself, but like if you like it, I wouldn't mind hearing like if you like something or not like something. And like I want to hear the why. Because the why is what's really important. Because why ask why? To know the answer. That's the rest of that thing. Why ask why? To know the answer. That's why I'm at. Why ask what I ask? Like you just want me to be crazy and just ask you why and not expect anything in return? This is a transactional relationship. Anyways, I'm done doing a bit. That was that. Stay tuned for the ad that you know is about to come, and we'll be right back.
What's going on, guys? My name is Nemo, and you probably know me as Who is Nemo on TikTok. And I just want to take some time out today to talk about a very special podcast. Now, that podcast is fto-nerd-talks. Now, FTO is a podcast that gives you daily updates on all things pop culture. So, if you're into anime, manga, comic books, TV shows, movies, and all that good stuff, FTO is the podcast for you. Now, I know what you're all thinking. There are so many podcasts out there that already do the same thing, and I'm about to tell you why FTO is so special. Now, FTO is so special because they emphasize on Black nerd culture. Not only that, if you like to be interactive with your favorite content creators, FTO is the special podcast for you. Now, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to state your opinion about a certain project, they will engage with you. So if you haven't already, please go follow FTO Nerd Talks on all social media platforms. And if you haven't already, please do me a favor, follow them on Apple Music and Spotify so you don't miss out on their weekly podcasts. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Gotta love Nemo. Nemo, like, he is always going through some changes. Always, like, finding out more about himself. And, like, I can only say this simply because I follow him on TikTok and you can see the growth and change that he goes through. And, like, it's appreciated. Like, I appreciate him. He's a decent guy, for sure. He's a big Tron fan. And, like, you can't go wrong with Tron. You just can't. Like, you gotta be a cold-hearted so-and-so not to be a fan of Tron. So, yeah. To like all the people out there who do not like Tron, you're cool. I'm just talking the talk. Like I'm just like you're cool. It's a movie. It's fine. This is my favorite part of the show. It's my favorite part of the show. It's where I learn how to read in public. And by public, I mean this podcast. There's a lot of comic books to check out. Comics to read. It's a lot out there. First off is Miles Morales, issue number 4 from Marvel Comics. Trial by Spider, Part 4. Can Miles Morales save everyone when he can't even save himself? Ravels. All-out assault has left Spider-Man reeling, and he's about to spin his last web. Miles can't take much more, but Ravels just getting started. Legacy, $2.86. It's a 28-page comic, and it is $4. This cover is pretty wicked. Like, seriously. This comic, it looks like, if you look at this, it looks like Miles Morales is fighting an armored Static Shock, and I just had to talk about this cover because it's so cool. Writer is Cody Ziegler, and artist is Federico Vincenti. Check it out. It's out there. Next up, Justice Society of America, issue number 3 from DC Comics. The New Golden Age, chapter 3, Wartime. Huntress joins to save the Justice Society of America. Lands her smack dab in the middle of a 1940. At the birth of the team, can Huntress and the present-day Justice Society work together long enough to figure out how to stop the strike on the 40s team? What the living hell? Now, first off, I didn't even know the Justice Society came back. Like, they were talking about this for years at DC, but they never did it. After that Earth 3 Justice Society left, like, that was it. That was donezo. Like, they didn't talk about it again after that. But now they're here. So, I mean, like, now they're here. Like you can put it in your lap. It's like, oh my gosh, it's the Justice Society. They're sitting on my lap. Because that's what you do with comics. And, like, they're here now. And I'm here for it. In this cover, the art, Only downside with this is, and like, it's only one minor downside with this. And like, if you ever check out the Mighty Z, she'll tell you also, like, it's a downside. Jeff Johns is writing this. Yeah. But artist is Jerry Orway. Yeah. And, but Michaela Janin is also doing the cover art. And like, who doesn't like Michaela? Like, have you seen his Batman and his Nightwing? Oh my God. It's gorgeous. Dude knows how to, like, to create some art. But here's the other kick, though. Like, Jordi Belair, it's in the color for this. So, like, man, like, if Jeff Johns, and like, he's like a good Justice Society writer, dude. That's like the other thing about it. So much confusion with this. But Hakeem Thunder is in this. Wildcat's in this. Earth, like the Prime Earth. Wildcat, like the new, like, she, like Yolanda Mendez. Wildcat, like from the Stargirl TV show, in this. So, she's a person of color. That's what I'm getting at. Elizabeth Chapel, Dr. Midnight, also in this. Also a person of color. Yeah. Thunderbolt is in this. And the only reason why I'm telling you this is because, like, that's pretty wild to me. Is that they're in this? Like, they're capturing some elements from Stargirl and putting it into the comics? Like, hell yeah. Like, while I didn't watch every episode because we just kind of fell off. Like, my kids were watching it with me. And, like, they actually enjoy watching the show. We just never... A lot of stuff was happening in our life. And we couldn't finish it. It was a lot, so... But, yeah. They're in the comic. Next up... Noctera. Issue number 12. No Breaks. Part 1. If... Noctera returns. Emery Riggs has never had an easy life, especially not after the calamity of Pedal to the Metal. As the new leader of Sundaw's colony, he and the crew must concourt a new plan to reach Eos. But little do they realize that the Shadows have found a leader of their own. 32 pages, $4. The cover is sick. Writer Scott Snyder and Tony S. Daniel. Yeah? Tony Daniels. Look at Daniel doing some work for Image still. And same style as he's always had. Look at you, buddy. And working with Scott Snyder. 12 issues already? Look, hey, buddy. Good on you. You needed this. Good on you, buddy. I sound condescending talking like that, I know. Next up, DC Comics, Superman, Lost, issue number 1. Book 1, Blink, Superman's Odyssey of Solitude. After Superman is called away on a routine Justice League mission, Lois Lane awakens to find a complete stranger standing in her living room. The man is still home much sooner than expected. Revealed he has in fact been lost in space for 20 years. Nothing and no one seems familiar to him anymore. And the timeless bond between them has been severed. Or has it? Can love conquer all? Superman's 85th anniversary celebration continues with this all-new blockbuster 10 issues self-contained series from the creators of the Eisner-nominated Deathstroke series. Can you guess who that person is? I'll give you a hint. It's Christopher Priest. I told you. I just flat out told you. Christopher Priest is doing a Superman comic book. And Carlos Pagona is doing the art. This is 32 issues, $5. Because it's Superman. You gotta ante up the extra $1 for Superman. And I thought about getting this, then I just saw that price, $5. Like, I don't know about that. I may have to go to my app to see if I can find this comic. Because I got a DC comic book app, and like, I'm not going to spend $5 if it's just going to be on the app. You know what I mean? I think you get me. Y'all get me. I'm in my waves, man. I really am. This is the last comic book of the day. It's Captain America, Symbol of Truth. Pax Mahanda. Part 6, Captain America versus the White Wolf. With Falcon incapacitated, Sam Wilson has vowed to make the White Wolf pay by any means necessary. White Wolf still has a few tricks up his sleeve, but will they be enough to survive Captain America's rage? Legacy 746. Wait, like his rage. Okay, like Black Man wrote this. Did they write that synopsis too? Whatever. Writer is Tochi Onyebuchi, and artist is R.B. Silva. So, yeah, I don't think I like that synopsis. Captain America's rage. Because he's black? I don't know. See, this is why. Like, trigger words like that, man, like, don't do that. Alice Ross did a variant cover? Ooh. Why did I take a screenshot of that? That's what I should take a screenshot of. But that is it for comics to read this week. It was a lot. I talked about how I was going to talk about the Emmys, the Oscars. I'm not going to get all into it. I was going to talk about the whole thing with Bassett and not winning and like the snub that people say that she received. Again, I wasn't privy to watching the show, so I can't talk about that. Nor have I seen everything everywhere all at once, so I can't talk about that either. But I did think Angela Bassett did an incredible job. I haven't seen Tar, I haven't seen Blonde, I haven't seen To Leslie, I haven't seen like The Fablemans. Even though that wasn't a category that she was like nominated for, it was Best Supporting Actress. And I'm looking for that as we speak, like because she lost that to Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, that's right. Jamie Lee Curtis is now an Oscar winner. So, there's that. Here we go. Everything All at Once. The Whale. The Banshee of Inisherin. And also, again, Everything All at Once. Stephanie Hu, Hong Cha, and Carrie Condon. Now, again, haven't seen The Whale. I've seen The Banshees of Inisherin. Carrie Condon was good. I'm gonna be real with you about it, like the Banshee movie. It was good. It's not worth all this hype that I keep hearing about. Like, the story was captivating, but only after the first 20 minutes. The acting was good. It was actually kind of stellar. Like, the acting was stellar, but like the story didn't carry it for me. Like, it was, I don't know. I got it. I just didn't care. You know what I mean? So, and like, this is a little bit spoiler. Like, there was a war going on inside of this. Like that wasn't talked about in the trailers. And like, war makes people do crazy stuff. That's all I gotta say. So, like, I got that. I haven't seen The Whale. Heard about it. Heard it's pretty dark. I didn't get a chance to watch it. Everything Everywhere All at Once, like that's like my dream movie to watch, and like I'm really apprehensive about watching because if I don't like it, I'm gonna be disappointed. So, yeah, that's the Oscars. Like I said, I wasn't gonna get all into it. What was it? Guillermo won for Pinocchio. Yeah, so there's that. Costume design, Ruth Carter, 2 Oscars now for both Black Panther films. So, the first black woman to win 2 Oscars. There's that. I think that's all I got. Yeah. I'm not going to go on a whole thing. I'm going to dedicate this episode to Lance Reddick, So you're going to know what the caption is going to be. It's going to be rest in peace, Lance Reddick. I felt like the pain that I felt for Kevin Conroy all over again when I heard about Reddick dying. Because, like relatively, like, in 2023, he's pretty young to be passing away this early. And it's awful. It's awful. Like, I don't want to make this personal because I didn't know him. But, like, this is awful. It really is. So, I hope you're all taking care of yourself. I don't think I said that enough to you guys. Maybe I said it too much. Hope life is just doing things that you want it to. I hope, if it's not, that you know when, like, to take a break from everything. From work, from life, from family and friends. And just, like, find your center. Or let your center find you. Because sometimes it's not about finding it. It's about, like, it coming to you. And believe me, I know it. Like, you can have, like, all the routines you want. You can set yourself, like, as much exercise as you please. But sometimes that's not even enough. To get your heart going, not enough sometimes. It just isn't. So, take care of yourself. Be well. Until next time, take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTO Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTO Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.